Hi guys, my name is Givens and welcome back to Excuse My View. I remember in the previous episode I didn't tell you guys where Charlene is. Charlene has been a bit busy. Ako job ukukule, but I think soon anamaliza, and then we took a long break and anamaliza, but she'll be back. So today, on today's episode, I have two podcasters, two amazing lady podcasters. Moja ni postgrad, her name is Val, and Lucy, a life coach. What wamekuwa my colleagues at some point. So, come on, you're smart, you already know what we're going to be talking about. Today we'll be talking about the work environment. Basically, zile vitu zenye zinakufanya una feel to like, do I have to? Checklist. So, like toxic work environment checklist, ama red flags. What to look out for? Because abunja maybe unaza kwa other place, you don't really know. Yeah. Ni a toxic place. You're just not feeling okay. But how do you really know what's happening? Hata inafika point unajiuliza, am I the problem? Yeah. So, I guess we'll start. I'll let you ladies introduce yourselves.
Valerie.
Post-grad
space.
Yes.
So, my name is Lucy, aka Luvi. I'm a life coach. Yeah.
Ini episode yako? Podcast yako, sorry.
Oh, my podcast is called Life Coach. Life Coach.
Yeah, so Val from postgrad na Lucy from Life Coach.
Life Coach.
So Val, utatuanzia na ka point. Tell us how do we know? Okay, let me just say this first before tuendelee. A toxic work environment is more than I hate this job.
Yeah.
It's more.
Is it like a toxic relationship?
It's more like
it's kinda.
It's kinda because you feel like you really need this job at some point, but then you can't do nothing about it because at the end of the day, you really need this money, you know?
The salary.
Yeah, so you have to tolerate a lot of bullshit just because, you know?
But I have to say this. These two ladies, they're totally different. Unasikia a lot of curse words from Luvi, and huyo ni yeye. Unasikia curse word hata kamoja. Hata a hint of it from Val. No.
And that's my norm, by the way. I'm
like, never learn norm. Na Lucy never ni norm. Ni hivyo tu wako. Toxic work environments, tunakuwa na crazy Mondays, uko na some challenging weeks, uko na some disappointing months. Na if it's not toxic, you learn from them.
Yeah.
Unalearn. But zile zenye toxic, hizi vitu zote zina happen every day.
They even change you to some point.
Every day on repeat. So anyway, Val, transition na red flag.
Threats.
Woo!
Threats.
Oh my God.
Like every single day, you get into the office and you're reminded, if you don't do this, you will walk out of that.
I will let you go.
Like why
though? There was a
though?
time I used to be threatened. I started developing ulcers. I don't know if you've developed ulcers at a point. Because you're stressed, but you're always sick.
But that's a key problem when it comes to toxic environment.
Hadi nafika point unajiuliza kwani ni nini shida, and if you go to the hospital they're like you're okay.
Hadi unaanza kusema kwani nilirogwa na nani?
Better si fatigue, like hiyo anxiety inakukula matumbo. Uko tu like anakuambia you kama utaki, there's someone mwenye ako willing kuchukua. If you do this again, I'll release you. Uko like as in you're easily replaceable.
Exactly.
So about that threats, there's this company we used to work for, and then instead of motivation every day you're quite like, you guys, do you want me to remind you I'm your boss? Because every
who's
time
the boss here?
like who's the boss? Unajua vile nakuokolea, do you know? And then to some point instead of even unajua mkiendelea mahali kuna vile mnapewa motivation ama a raise in salary. Now this place is totally different. Like the more you're doing the work, mnapunguziwa mshahara like from a certain amount, instead of even saying, you guys, you have done this thing, you have made this thing a success, let me add you, even if it's 100 shillings or 200 shillings, so you'll feel motivated. Now tell me ukipunguzwa mshahara, and then the ultimatum you're being given is we'll get
Take it or
somebody
leave
else. Yani, take it or leave it.
I also feel like we are in that situation as Kenyans where people have become desperate because people are graduating and they're looking for jobs.
True.
There are those who've tarmacked 2-3 years. They haven't found a stable job. You know, our parents used to get pensions, they used to get permanent.
Yeah, those
job.
benefits.
Exactly. But now we are in a situation, we are in contract based, and
true.
your job is not like, you are not sure if you'll have this job.
Yeah,
You're
no job security.
You're just doing it for the sake of it.
Exactly.
There's no
Yeah.
security.
If someone says you're going to get 20 to 30,000 shillings, take it or leave it.
You'll
And
be like,
you don't
okay.
have any other income.
You'll take it.
Because at the end of the day, some people have bills to pay, they have kids, and then with the government of Kenya, like next year kids are going back to school,
So the
and
20K
many
is better than
people
nothing.
like people have not been working, so utakao analyze, I'm getting this 20K.
Kuna msehana.
It's better than nothing, you know. You end up settling for less.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't even realize you're in a toxic environment. You start falling sick, you start pouring out your frustrations
Depressions,
to
manini.
other people. Even suicidal thoughts come under toxic environments, manze. Oh my god. Every time we talk about these things, I just feel like crying. Employment, manze. Employment. It's really hard. And also entrepreneur life, see it in your rahisi.
Si rahisi
But
pia.
it's better. I feel like it's better than tolerating such things. Ama. Yeah.
Uko na another point kwa sababu ama wewe ni wale. It's okay, boo. It's okay, boo. I got you. Mimi niko na point. There is too much focus on the output and not enough on people. Ile yenye ni job, ni job. Wewe tunataka kwenda. Okay, think of it this way. When is the last time you took a vacation na ukaenda vacation yako bila kufikiria job yenye nakungoja huko?
But do Kenyans really have vacations, if I may ask?
Uko na leave days.
Vacation for who? I beg. You'll be having those leave days, but and then unapigiwa, hello, kuna msee fulani hakuingia job. Why didn't you do this and that and that?
Yeah.
And you're like, cynical leave. How am I supposed to know that? And then you're penalized for such things.
Una work overtime and no one notices. But the one day when unakuja in late, everyone is on your case. Like, umekuja late. Like, they didn't even notice. Jana nilienda home late. Nili work overtime. How much is overtime? Like, hakuna compensation. Inafa, which I think some organizations ufanye hivyo. When you work overtime, hiyo time yako na compensate. Either uta compensate money wise, ama you take, ama time wise.
Yeah, true. Because there's another company I used to work. If you, let's say this public holidays, if you get to work during those public holidays, you're either compensated with cash or 2 holidays. Like, they double that day. They give you 2 days. You know, that's something good.
Yeah.
You even feel motivated.
Yeah.
No, in this
you feel
other
appreciated.
companies, my friends.
Sasa if you're at such a place, manze, easier. But I think the only thing yenye naweza kwambia ukiwa at such a place ni we jua you are easily replaceable. If you die today,
the company
doesn't
care.
They never care. Like, we'll mourn you for like 2 days. On the 3rd day, there'll be someone sitting on your
2 days
desk.
for who? They will mourn you for like 1 minute.
And
as they look for you.
Imagine.
But I think that is how our society has become.
Yeah.
We are so focused on money instead of focusing on the people.
Yeah, people relationships too. True.
If people started focusing on people, like they take care of you as an individual.
Yes.
You yourself will be motivated to work extra hard.
Yeah, true.
Enyewe boss wangu ameni
shughulikia. Kuna venye nataka ni grow.
And you will grow. You will want the company to thrive.
I think hapo ndo kuna difference ya boss na a leader.
True.
A boss ni msetu mwenye ako tu like yo fanya your job, like
or
ni
giving
job
commands and everything, just belittling everyone.
A leader atakusaidia, like atakushow how to do hii kitu,
yes.
Atakusaidia ku grow, like atawapeleka trainings, like
they call
wako nayo nini, ako nayo mentality nataka I want these people to grow as individuals.
Someday they also want to be leaders, you know.
Yeah.
You teach people so that someday they can lead somebody and they will say so and so taught me and I'm grateful. You know how if people keep on talking good things to you, the universe has a way of paying you. You'll find that even you as a boss or as a leader, your company is just thriving just because an employee somewhere spoke something nice about your company or about you.
At times hata tu vile unalidwa say ushaicheki kuna organizations zenyewe au sasa ati wanalipa sijui madongapi but the employees are happy.
They're happy,
wanawakia umse vizuri kwa sababu umse kuna venye na lead, kuna venye anawajali, like hey, how's your day, are you okay,
they take even that 1 minute of briefing.
Kuna organizations zenye hata huu sonko hajui jina ya huyu employee wake,
hata kingia job asipo hatajua like aya
unapoingia job atajua kwa sababu hiyo city ko
empty but ajui hata jina yako.
Ajui hata jina yako.
Oh my god, it's so sad.
Anyway, Val,
people who hold you pay like when did you hold someone pay?
Oh my god,
you know
why?
Hey, at the end of every month you are always expecting because you have loans,
you've dedicated your time there.
You have loans
and this employer knows you've been working. They know. Say tumewambia end month wambia sasa nilipe. They know from day one
that you'll need a pay.
Yeah.
And then they hold it. Hadi 15th, 16th.
Imagine the mid-month. How do you hold somebody's pay until mid-month? How?
Someone has not gotten their salary, their November salary, like right now.
Imagine. Right now, true.
It's sad, man.
It's true story. There are some people who have not received their cash till now, and then they are expected. They are expected to go to work the following day, and they are expected to perform.
So how do these people pay rent? Do you like pay?
Yeah.
You keep on telling.
What do you expect them to eat?
Yeah.
How do you expect their kids to go to school? How do you expect them to survive?
And you're like those people who have kids. Every time is mami mbona skuoni, daddy mbona skuoni, and still you can't afford something for your kid. I mean, what are you doing with your life? And that's why ilifika point, the place where I was working, I started seeing these red flags. You know, most people don't see the red flags. They'll be like, you hold on, vumilia, you save up some cash. I mean, you're even in an environment, you are not given a chance to save money because you're just working for your bills and your transport and the food which you're gonna eat when you're in the workplace.
By the time unalipwa, you have loans accumulated.
That is why I compared like work with relationships. When someone tells you like ativumilia, this person is beating you, this person is abusing you, you're told
vumilia till when?
And then this person actually kills you.
True. This is exactly what is going on.
So by the time unavumilia your employer, unavumilia until like you're dead inside.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything. Like sad mazee.
Unasikia
nipeni watu on time. Pesa ni so sensitive. So close to my heart.
And then another thing you can notice in a toxic environment is like when you find there are some small cliques to group to masengenyo, like miscommunicating, people telling people about negative things. To cliques too. Like that's a toxic
but
place.
So you know, is pods, what can you do about them? Kwa sababu people naturally ujieka kwa nini? Kwa tuko groups penye wana feel misijui mimi kama when one of the guys when you unajekanga kwa groups, just be sensitive to other people's feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you can never miss those, especially
you can never miss them.
Where people are
lazima kuna two groups.
The big groups.
Kwa sababu naturally tu kuna umse mwenye una feel more comfortable na yule kule mse.
But then
utagravitate to
but you can still compare. There's some places even if groups are a mass. You know, there are some places where if you have this group, they know this is the A team. This will make things happen like kabisa. You find that if there's another team, you know, let's say for example, it's a company for deliveries and maybe transport. Let's say something like that. If we know we have a problem, we'll talk to the A team. They will solve this part. There's no problem with such groups. I mean, talk about an environment, a whole office, everyone is mumbling. When you step in, whispers. I mean, those groups that do not help you at all.
I think it goes back to leadership. I think the leader ndio ata control your situation. Like ni ata try kumake. Ni kama tu mzazi. Mzazi ukiwa na watu, you have different kids wenye wako na different characters. Sasa you try to make umse atry kuelewa umse ama umse kuna venya ningine na umse. Yeah. It goes.
It's a people's thing. You have to just find ways
of bringing them together.
And I think,
but it will never work.
Because people are different. Exactly. People like different things. But kama you are one of the guys in the cliques, just be mindful of other people.
Yeah.
So another thing, communication is one way. It's only one way from top
to like top down. I remember there's a time I was told so tomorrow we are having a photo shoot for the company, and then we want you to participate, and you should sign this and this and this. I was like, wait, you're just bringing papers. You're telling me to sign these things. You're not telling me what I'm supposed to do.
It's like an advertisement.
It's like an advertisement.
Yeah.
And then
like they're using you for advertising.
They ain't paying you anything. You have no say. And then when I said I don't want it, they're saying I'm stubborn. Like I don't have a say. Like they just
you're told
being
to participate.
Imposed.
Yes,
but forced to participate.
I wasn't allowed to say if I want it or not. Here are the papers. Here's the pen. Sign this shit. We are gonna do this and this on this day. And Maki, that day is my off day.
Did you even read?
Leave alone reading it. I did not want it.
You have to participate.
Because I was like, even if I read it, even if I agree or not, they will still say I have to come there to work because it's part of work, but I'm not supposed to say no. And then I was like, yo, Luve, why are you denying? I'm like, I don't want, because you guys are the first place, you're not paying me for advertising me.
Yeah.
Why should I comply with it though?
Yeah, you're in free labor.
Like,
yeah,
it's free labor.
Alafu pia the criticism is just negative, as in they don't focus. Hey, wana niku word gani ku amplify your mistakes.
Sindio.
They don't focus on
the
solutions.
Issue.
They escalate you.
They're looking for the problem.
Yeah. Instead of finding a solution. Sasa wewe umekosa ni kai wewe unakumbuka?
Ongea.
What? Like there's this place ungeshautiwa, everyone in that building, the whole building.
Like you guys, you could have just taken me.
Like it's such as a minor mistake lenye umesema hata umeanzisha sentence and then you didn't put like space to the next one.
Yeah.
Wow. Give us. Bloody. Next time you do this, I'm releasing you. You ask you what? You guy, honey. Alafu ni passive aggressive. Ile yenye always
I also think it's a generational thing. Because if you look at how our parents walikuwa navumilia such situations, because like you said, communication is one way. But then now you have millennials and Generation Z.
By the true.
Like they're open,
it's not that's what I'm telling you. They
question everything, which is okay. It's like okay, I need to understand.
Exactly. But you're dealing with somebody who is a 50, 60-year-old who looks at you like
a child. Hauna kitu kuniambia.
I like calling it kasumba la ukoloni. Like the generation has no say, and then sisi ni wale watu rebellious. Every time we want what is ours, and
open communication.
And then I think that's the problem, because even you find the superiors in our workstations are those people who are 50, 40s and plus people you cannot think on this.
I think that's the problem.
That's the biggest problem, because I remember I was working at a hotel industry, and then in that kitchen I was like the youngest, but my skills were top notch, you know. So everyone who was above me was trying to belittle me, telling me your stuff, like kunitafutia tu
Hatufanyangi
makosa
hivi hapa.
hatufanyangi hivi sasa hii unaweka hivi. I'm like, this is my style. I've seen what's trending.
You're not allowed to
so
experiment
allow
and
me
be
to show
creative.
you what can really help the company. But they're like, no.
I also hate this idea when you're told that we are a creative industry. But
Yeah.
when you become creative, they stifle
Man.
will stifle that
Yeah,
creativity.
haita wife kama Ali.
It's really
Your opinions are not validated. Hawakusikii. They don't even allow you to experiment.
That is toxic.
It's
That is
toxic.
toxic.
Big time. It's toxic. Like, what? It reached a point, I decided I will not take this anymore. I quit my job like 3 days.
Actually, do what I'm saying.
I quit my
I think
job like,
employment is not for us.
I think
Because we've
so.
all quit.
For real. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Because they're just, unaona initongo puppets. I'm just like a puppet. You've been told go left. You move to left. No questions asked. But when it's your time, when you want to reason with the people, they're like, it's either choose the company or you.
Yeah.
So, hey, ilifika point, you're giving me this ultimatum. You guys, have you met Luvi? Like, I never had a plan before coming to this company. What do you think? What makes you think I will just compromise just because you're giving me this 20 Gs?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't believe in God, He will always provide a way. So you guys don't lower your standards to accommodate people who can't raise theirs.
No,
Kata
working
yo
for them.
maneno, like honestly.
Favoritism. Okay, mimi sija experience but hiyo niliona kwa Instagram msee alisema hiyo ya favoritism and I feel sijui ni kama okay, I don't know how you yuko but I'm sure it is
Yeah,
toxic. Yeah,
It's always
like you find like a boss has a favorite person.
See, your parent
Oh.
has a
favorite child.
child, but they will not tell you.
But they won't tell you.
Yeah,
I
if you
know.
think you don't know, then you are then you're
If
the
they
one.
tell you, then no, that's an issue.
Yeah,
But
it's-
there is usually a favorite.
Yeah, mwenye unaona.
Yeah.
So I think even bosses, like they know they will count on this one. But now if
So
they
does it mean wewe how deliver ama ufanye job yako poa?
But there are some
that is
times.
for them to tell you now
Eh.
where you're going short. Because as a leader, you're supposed to know this one can do a certain thing better
strengths and
Compared to
weaknesses
this
are
one.
what-
But some
Yeah,
people are just
true.
shady. You like somebody because he or she is hotter than the other.
Yeah.
You know,
Now
these
that's
things
shady.
happen.
Yeah, ama huyu ana speak poa, huyu ana
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
better and influent.
Exactly.
But kama wewe ni influent sasa si unampatia hizo job za fluency penye speech iko penye anataka
Yeah.
ifike.
Maybe where I'd have a problem is you're favoring somebody outside their skill set. I don't know if it makes sense. See, we are in a job place.
Yeah.
If I am good at writing, I'd get more jobs
The
as a
writing.
writing. If you're good with maybe computer skills, that is okay.
Yeah.
But now you're looking at, like you said, hotter,
Yeah.
better.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not her job that is good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
her body.
Body.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
kwenye mse ana control over.
Exactly.
That's shady.
Yeah.
It's really unfair.
That's shady.
But it's things that are happening, things we can't control.
That's what.
I think the only way you can control it is being a boss and changing the narrative.
Another thing ni being piled on unnecessary work, like job yenye hata si yako, yenye hata haiko kwa line yako.
Yeah.
Description
Yeah,
is way off.
yeah. Azinata goals haziko clear, nini job description yako iko clear, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing kwa sababu wewe ni kama sasa umekuwa PA, wewe ni writer but sijui unaambiwa enda chote chai ama leo enda pale enda kwa gate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, that will frustrate you. Because you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing. I'm tu uko na hii job, I'm supposed to be working on this, I have a deadline to meet. But then unanipatia hata job ya mse mwingine.
Have you ever seen when you're applying for jobs, they usually put that disclaimer?
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
job description, but there's usually a disclaimer.
Yeah,
Be
disclaimer
very
inakuanga.
careful with such jobs.
But that is true.
Be very careful where
Kwa
it's
sababu
an
anapanga
open.
any
field.
other and SB and any other
All
word.
those things, what
Any
else
other
can you
clinic.
provide the company with? Ukishaanza kuuliza vitu kaa hizo,
alafu another thing ya kuangalia ujue company yataka ni toxic, angalia nini hiring process yao, like wana hire like
is it on a regular?
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Wana hire on a regular mpaka tu na buta baki how come zawa say wanashinda kihaya, probably because people wanashinda kiquit. Kwa nini all those people kwani wanashinda wakitoka, kwani wanashinda wakirehire?
If you see a company people are quitting, red flag number 1.
Red flag.
Like you can't quit place uko na salo poa, you can't quit place you feel comfortable,
appreciated.
Yeah.
Watu Safaricom quit.
Me, I don't think so.
Obvio.
I don't think.
And that's why that company
is someone amekuwa kwa Safaricom for so long.
Yeah. Maybe the workload is a lot, but the compensation.
But yeah, true.
Nah, appreciation, how you're being treated.
Maybe they are given bonuses, they are given gifts, they are given. You know, those small things can make a really big.
Yeah, as a HR, learn your people.
Sindio.
Someone told me that when you're going for an interview, go to the toilet and just listen to the discussions that are going on.
Out, angalia hata employees wapo wanakaa kwa happy,
do they look sad? Do they look motivated?
Kuna wasa nakagatoa kwa agitated kitu azini kitu tu ndogo inaweza kuingiza ma outburst na manini
just because you in a place.
Hata si wewe shida
una celebrate toka hapa pepo hiyo
hapo unaongelesha mse akili yake iko hapo na thoughts as in siku no
every day.
And then togetherness is there awase wapo ni wanawakaza community ama niaje kuna place tulikuwa. And then at times hata wanakiza ma team building na manini sijui hizo uto to events at birthday we celebrate at kuna huko legal level got like I was saying like this is such pretense. We are not a family, like we don't really like each other. We don't like this person, we're just pretending. Tunakuja tu kula cake ile nyata hata times hata ukitoa mwende mkate hiyo cake uko tu like do I really have to it's so much work pretending.
Have you guys ever watched How to Get Away with Murder?
I watched a
few series. How do those people relate, those colleagues? They are like a family. Even if their workload is, even if the cases jobs zao zinakuanga too hectic, bloodshed, nini, but they stick together as a family because it's something they like doing together. Wanasaidiana. If they know if Givens is in trouble, you will come through. If this one is in trouble, we will all come through. I feel like if you're in a workplace, those are the kind of things you should consider, because you see, if who can really die for you, not necessarily dying for you, but who has your back, you know, those two small things you can save. 1 minute can save a man. Unaweza pata you in a place you don't even have a friend, even if when you have a problem you can't tell anyone. Like, you remember that job we were in? Oh my god, it's like everyone is an enemy to everyone. And I remember this guy is. You don't even know the enemy, you don't even know the job properly. And then you remember that guy who was always on our case, who wanted us to be fired ever. And then you're like, yo, chick, you don't even know us. You want us to be fired. You don't know why we want this job at the
your communication tumesema place yenye me there was this place I was at. Ukinini like tukiwata meeting ni boss tu anauliza, so wewe how's your client? How's your client? Opinion yako haimata. Like but although hata nilikuwa naogopa kuongea kwa sababu hujui idea yako vile itachukuliwa, hujui kama utaitwa mjinga, hujui like you're always scared. Hata unakuwa insecure with your
even
ideas.
If you have an idea,
uko tu like acha tu nijeke, maybe wao wako na better ideas.
Nataka kuiba kampuni.
Wao wako na better ideas. So tumesema some of the toxic phrases. Nani is not complaining. Why are you complaining? Na anafanya the same thing.
Okay.
But honey, we're not same. We're not the same people.
We're not the same. But the breaking point ya kila mtu
it's different.
It's different.
It's so different.
Yeah.
Very different. You can't
atakapo akaya
aseme and then the reasons why
siku moja na sana
no, I can't.
I know there's another lady who came to work with us. Even a week was not over. She was like, easy. No, I'm not this desperate.
Another phrase, work is not supposed to be fun. I mean, that's why it's called work. Sasa hiyo ni ya kukufanya siju ufeel.
And the funny thing is we spend almost all our lives at work.
Working.
Yeah.
Kama kwanza watu wa 9 to 5, una spend almost
all your life.
I saw another meme saying, I live at work, I visit my place sometimes.
which is true.
Very true. Like umeshinda to job. Like I remember when I was an intern, I used to naingia job 11 a.m. natoka 11 p.m.
Wow.
And then we have a staff staff van.
Yeah,
so lazima izunguke. And then you don't have a choice. Lazima uende na hiyo staff van.
My sister look at your place pia.
Oh my god. So by the time unafika kwa nyumba unafika 2 to 3.
Now your next shift unafika kwa job by 5.
By 5 or 6, tell me. You rarely have time for your work.
My brother was also in the hotel.
Yeah.
Hotel
and
industry.
He was working a 15-hour shift. Now the problem with this, there was a time he was called. Like he went home at 3 a.m. and he was told like at 7 a.m. he should be there.
And they don't care.
So how do you handle these in easy places?
Well, I feel like it depends on an individual.
Yeah.
Your breaking point, the way we are saying your breaking point, how much can you tolerate? Like, are you okay to persevere with all the times? Are you okay to continue with it until the end of the times? Or will you say enough is enough and change your direction, take another alternative? Because they say if you're not happy where you are, why keep on being there? You can't even deliver. Yeah, so I feel like it depends on somebody. Kama where you as an individual, will you stay there or will you step in? Mimi kama where listen, oh no, miss me with that bullshit. I'm gone.
Well, how would you handle?
Oh my goodness, I remember the time I used to complain so much. Oh, I'm not even making a change. Nothing is working. I'm not growing. Like I was always complaining. And then a friend of mine told me, by the way, you're always complaining because you've not known your value. You've not known your value. The moment you know your value, you will always find a way. Like you'll always find a solution.
Yeah.
If you want to stay, okay, you're staying, but you know where you're going to. So like you'll tolerate that toxic place until you know
when to go.
Right? Because you've known your value. Or you will leave and look for something better, something that accommodates your value.
True.
Me, I'd say don't be desperate.
Don't be desperate.
I became desperate for too long.
Yeah. But then when you become desperate, you will tolerate
take anything.
a lot of things.
That's bullshit.
Guys.
You'll even take 5,000.
Yeah, but then like it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And then unaweza confide in friends and family. At times ni better kuongea. Although that's you get solve. Sijui it last how long.
It
to
might
talk
help.
about it.
Talk
to
about
help
it. Yeah.
Because you might get depressed and even think of suicide.
So it really helps kuongea about it.
Sometimes
and then
even if you can't offer advice, giving out just a listening ear will help. Because some people just don't need advice. Some people just want to get it out of their chest, not necessarily to get advice.
Yeah, true. Me remember I had this friend mwenye nilikuwa nikiwa nizo moments sama nikwaje, like I just go to their place nikae tu.
Yeah.
I just rant, I just put nieke music.
And you know they'll listen.
Yeah, alafu hata simsa wa kuongea like like simse akona sijui ati nini mse mpole nini. So mimi nitaongea tu anisikize tu and then tuweke music. Tuimbe. By the time natoka pale,
I feel so
niko refresh, niko poa.
I used to go and binge eat at one point.
Yeah, but then you need to be so careful. Kwa sababu kitu inaweza kupeleka like you can even become a drunkard. Jay una binge eat, unajipata as in basically
and that's
symptoms
why
zote za
we have
depressed
a lot
people.
of druggies.
Yeah.
You find that the only escape route is
Have you
going
seen
into
in
drugs.
creative industries?
So many people.
They are very talented, but bangy, like every time they're stoned.
Yeah. Drugs.
In that zone.
But why?
Because it's a very stressful
Industry.
environment. Yeah.
Now, I can have it's supposed to be one of the best because ni creative. I mean, you're using your brain, you're using what you like, what you enjoy. But it's so frustrating before you make it, especially in Kenya.
But the creatives have a hard time. No,
now they want to entertain.
Their work is based on people's view.
Yeah.
And that's why they have that their
validation,
and that's why they have pressure like that. So like if I remove this thing album or
I think kituka hiyo it's up to okay sitasema it's up to you but it's your thing. Niwe unaifanya, you know why you started it. Think of your why, like remember your why. Wewe una enjoy, do it for yourself. Hata hizi podcast tunafanyanga, kwani unafikiria ni watu wangapi? Si kila mtu anazienjoy, but unakumbuka why you started it. It's ni kitu nakubamba, ni kitu unapenda kuifanya. So you do it for you. Don't even do it for other people.
Every single
but
thing.
Sasa na wale wase wenye wanategemea hiyo art.
I guess that's where the difference comes in. Kuna wenye wanaitegemea like
wanategemea. Na hiyo art inafaa kupotea rent manze. And I think balance out the good with the bad. Even okay, you know the bad iko job 5 to 9 ama 9 to 5.
Probably even more. Yeah.
Sasa ukiwa huko ukitoka pale enda self care. Jipende, enda ufanye vitu zenye unapenda, enda ukae na familia yako, listen to your music, like live in the moment. Live in the moment. Ukiwa home, enjoy your moment. Uko home, enjoy your moment. Ati vitu mzuri, fanya kitu inakubamba kiasi. By the time unarudi job, umerudi na some new energy.
Hana any energy both at home. Because you see also, as much as we're talking of toxic workplaces, maybe this person will leave to another toxic
relationship, home, or family.
Or maybe those people who tolerate the toxic work relations, it's because home ni worse kuliko hata job yenyewe. You know, it can be like that. Some people tolerate the workplace juu home, it's even worse.
Yeah, kama I remember nikiwa high school. Mimi sikupenda shule lakini
ulikuwa unaenda tu.
Nilikuwa kwa sababu nafaa kwenda sometimes I prefer to go. But sasa I had this friend alikuwa like imagine mimi hata na prefer shule kwa sababu home ni kubaya. Home ni kubaya. So hata anafurahia tu that anaka shule longer, but that 1 month ya kukaa home ni hell. Manzewe is a bro. Omba. Try kuongea na HR. Although at times.
Singine hata HR ndo manage.
Tafuta support system hiyo nini kwa hiyo ofisi kwa sababu trust me siwe peke yako na feel hivyo.
But then you should look for people who feel the same.
Seek support in the office. Siwe peke yako na feel hivyo. Lakini pia kuna wengine hujui ni nani
I just feel like I'm lucky given I found you in that company.
Wow, okay, unaweza
cheese some places. We had there. Oh my God, snakes. Rujua snakes. Hey.
So anyway.
I feel like sometimes also like God atakuweka through with someone. Just one person to help you through those situations.
I read somewhere, as much as God gives you your demons, He will give you also your angels. Even if He gives you one demon, He'll give you another angel to fight with.
3 demons and angel mwenye.
Exactly, you will always have that one person to help you out.
If you're in a job where everyone is your enemy,
if everyone is your enemy, maybe you're the problem. Maybe.
That could also
be.
Anyway. So, kama ni kunoma, learn to watch your back. Okay, adi kunao. Monchoka. Anyway, learn to watch. Kama ni kunoma hivyo learn to watch your back. Nisijui hata. What else? Miss Jane, I feel conversation imekuwa
I think we have exhausted most of the things.
Again, nilisahau tena kusema kwa the previous episode. Guys, I'm sure to exhaust everything.
Yeah.
If you have things zenye unaza ongeza, comment sana pale kwa social media. Hapo ndio tunaweza comment kwa sababu hizi nini zetu, hizi platforms zetu ni ngumu comment kiasi. So pale social media tupate at excuse my view and a podcast. Ndio kuna tutongevo ya. Nini yako inaitwa? Postgrad. Life coach on social media tupate ongeza more points. Let's tusaidiane kwa hii place kama kuna solutions on how you can overcome such environments.
And if you guys can help out your friends, manzi, everyone needs a hand, a shoulder, everything.
Be kind to people.
Yeah. People are suffering out here.
People are going through so
Call
much.
your friends.
Yeah, call your friends.
Yeah, ask them how they're doing.
Wewe umepotea huko wapi?
Job inaendeleaje?
Yeah.
Home kukwaje? Wajulia watu wako hali and how they're doing. So, but anyway, thanks people for listening. Thanks for always supporting. Thanks for being na sisi all this time. And thanks ladies for coming. I hope tutakuwa nanyi tena for another episode in the future.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been real. Watu kama umesikia umeguswa ni wewe. Thanks for listening.
This is the time,
till next time. Cheers.
Bye.